42-1, go outside.
Yeah, big time.
How is G. Stevens in P11?
Because we obviously got some fucking retards in there. Oh. Right, mute then, we'll watch it. Oh.
What's coming? That boy thought I was dummy. Running with my chicken, mean you running with my money. Get the tools, make it crank. Bitch, I'm riding in that tank. I ain't walk a flocker, but a nigga hard up in that paint. Sipping Texas tea with my G's, balling off that drink. Evil shawty on my side, better face will make you faint. She ain't gotta hesitate. If it's up, she make it pump. Make it loud, click, clack, bow. Boy, your time is up. It's the player creed. Reebok soldiers on my feet. Passion players AD, but tonight I'm too deep. Mighty right beside me, Houston to the Ville, nigga. Coming for my chicken, bitch, I'm trying to make a meal, nigga. See them boys over there? Yeah, I see them niggas. Them boys trying to run off with the sign. Yes, I'ma get that bass the way she said it. Don't we smoke in my face and I'ma let it stay the way it is. Yeah. Hey now, I'm on my way, I'm circling around. She look like she wanna. I'm on my way. Tell me what you thought of. What if you say that you need it? Show that you want me. Yeah. I'm circling piranha, eating me alive. You want me to love you. What if you say that you need it? Show that you want me. Yeah. I'm circling piranha, eating me alive. You want me to love you. What if you say that you need it?
How the devil are we all doing? Oh God, you probably hear me twice then. Double the amount of idiot. How we doing? Can you hear me okay is the real question. Chat not working. Loads of people are talking to me and it's not coming through. I go, hi all, yeah, we're all here. Hi all. Matty VIP, welcome buddy, how you doing? Now, apologies for the song at the start. I will apologise because it said about a chicken, stole my chicken, and it didn't say stole my chicken any longer. It said a lot worse than that. So, yeah. Let's turn that off. Turn the microphone up. Really? What about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, mother? Is this better? If not, I can turn it up a bit more. Perhaps I need to turn game sound down a bit. So. Yeah, that's better. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Welcome in. We're at Kyalami looking at an idiot parked in a garage. I've just realised I didn't do an auto racing skin pull before I joined, so I'm going to do that now and then really quick. Rookie error. Back in 2 seconds on the game. I'll just leave it as the slideshow for a second. Actually, no, just download the screen. Give it a minute. Go.
Green light, go, go, go.
Look at that, as if nothing happened. There, look, we've got liveries now. Funny that. So, so far, now I'm going to apologise for names straight away because I mean not as bad as Hayden, but we've got Ponset, something like that. Is that Eli or Ellie Ponquet? Representing online sim racers, currently holding P1 with a 142 235. Gregory Mosa again is another OSR guy. Are they both French? They are both French. Bonjour. We've got another in P3, one of the OSR guys. Vincent Kaku. He was a football player, wasn't he? Or was that Kaka? Same difference. In P3 with a 142.8. Mr. Blanchet obviously likes a bit of Kyalami. Let's see who else we've got that we know. Now we've got an idiot in a brown Amazon package Ferrari. Which, oh dear. Goodbye. Oh no, he's back. He's fine. Don't worry. And then another weirdo that we have quite often in the races, Mr. Darrell, who has got one hell of a livery on that Ferrari. Now that's themed on something devilish. 874, is that the devil? No, the devil's 666. Is that better than a devil? Know what that is. Either way, it looks wicked. And then someone who hasn't set a lap yet that we know of. Now he's done. Apparently he's only done one lap, but that's a lie. He's been out since the start of quali. Mr. Hunter Striker, hello, Abad, how are you? Is Aiden in a dark blue and pink Porsche, which I did throw together for him, and he's just fallen off. No, he hasn't. He's going to let the people past. Always let the lorry go. Is there anyone else we know? Oh, Mr. Stevens, as he jumps in the chat, here he is in his. I think this is a new livery. Am I correct? It is. If it is, it's very, very good. And then, is this Chico or Checo? Chico. Oh, fucking hell. Lindvar. Probably somewhere close. We'll go with that anyway. He's from Invire Squadra Course, which I think is a Dutch racing team. Yes, Mr. Seegers, we know him from previous. And also Mr. Blanchet, I think we jumped on him already. I don't know if there's anybody else who... We know Ander, we've seen him before, definitely. But the most important thing is we've got quite a few new faces. One, again, I don't want to murder it, but again, I noticed him. I do remember him before. Is that Mr. Rowlands? Kevin Rowlands? Haven't we raced with him? Perhaps, I don't know. We probably have. Making sure. Now this is Jensen Jones. This is Tom Jones' son. He's racing in the Bentley. He's going to be driving around singing, I don't know, X-Bomb. Is that one of his? Yeah. But he can leave his hat on. Oh, another one. Completely missed him. Mr. Hood. How did we forget Mr. Hood? Yeah, how long have we got left? 9 whole minutes of qualifying, and the Moser is, or Mr. Is it Moser? Moser? I don't know. He has absolutely dominated. I'm just going to check because it looks like he should have a livery, right? And it looks like the Ferrari should. I'm just going to have a quick check in Discord to see if they've got a livery. I can see Mr. Jones has posted in there saying he's put his livery in there as well. I can download and add these, it's not a problem, as long as it's before the race. So yours is the Aspire Racing Bentley. Okay. That's just a game restart of us. Do that. And then this is Wolfgang. This is the 555, number 555 car. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to get these done. These won't work, unfortunately. Doesn't got the liveries file, and then the Aspire Racing Bentley. Did I just do that? I did. And there is another one here. And there's an so this is the 296, no problem. Right, so let me just install these. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get 5 things done at once. Okay? In. As I say, if you have liveries, chuck them in and I can try and get them in the race. That one's also in. It looks like we have most, if not all, people's liveries. As I say, once the qualifying's finished, I'll refresh or restart the game and then we can go again. Livery on that Porsche. So where it is, so Hayden was having massive trouble in the Porsche, right? And it was actually a reverse in, what's the word? I suppose reverse in me being the shit driver, or the slow driver, and him sort of giving me pointers and coaching around the track. Now it was me giving him coaching around the track, and we managed to actually find 1.5 seconds. And that time doesn't seem to have stuck. He's now at a 1:43.8. I know he can do a 1:43 at least 5. So, no excuse really. Where's the time? Who is improving on their laps? Now again, Alfio Di Regibus? Fuck. Again, butchered. He's given up. JP Belonga is improving, but he nearly binned it, pushing ever so slightly too hard. He will have a livery in a minute because I've literally just uploaded his. He's just improved by half a second. Where's that going to put him? Wow, that's pretty much P7. Great driving. Great driving. How's Matt getting on? That's done a 143.2. That Ferrari can go a lot faster than that, so he needs to put his finger out. Still no change for the lead though. Mr. Gregory Mosa is still holding on to that P1 spot by a considerable margin. There's 2, nearly 3 tenths difference. He's an alien. And the OSR boys, as I say. I haven't got his livery, which is really annoying. Unless it's in here and I just missed it, perhaps. I've got the Ferrari. I'll have a quick scan through just to make sure. Doesn't look like it. Unless it was put in Kyalami. No, it wasn't. He's done an... Oh, Hayden's done an arsehole and he's bottled it. Well, say no more, really. Feel like Man United for top 4 spot. But there you go. He's done a 143.8. Mr. Ander is up 3 tenths on his lap. Let's watch him. Now, I've also got a bet that I can't stand up until the second hour of the race. Now, my knee is not good. So, the chances of me standing up for the entirety of the race are not a lot. I realise my stream... Is the stream lagging at all for you guys, or is it okay? Because my video bitrate is 2500, it should be 6000. I'm almost tempted before the race starts to up that to 6000 and restart the stream. It's fine, is it? Okay. It just seems a bit low. You know what, let me up this. Can I up it on the fly, or do I have to go live again? I can do it while it's on. Oh, there you go. Then now it's 6,000. And it's shot straight up, so it needed it, obviously. So with 2 minutes to go, and actually, by the way, because I'm a better streamer than Hayden, you can now see, like, there-ish, here, it's there. You can actually see the time that the race finishes or how long it's left. You know, because I think about these things. Who else is improving then? So Matt seems to be consistent around the 143.2-ish mark. Around that sort of time. That's fine. And Mr. Ander is again up on the 3 tenths. Now, did he fall off last lap, or is he now finding even more time? Because he's now up 4 tenths. Soft suspension setup on that Mercedes. Apparently I can type without typing, you see. Yeah, but yeah, please do smash a video on the like. Smash a like on the video, guys. It really does help us out. And Mr. Ander has absolutely obliterated his last time and now pushes himself up to P8. Absolutely amazing, that. And Matt is up a 10th. Can he hold it? I shouldn't have said that because now he's listening and he's thinking, I've got to really push to get a good lap in on the stream. Is he going to do it? In the Amazon Ferrari. Oh, now he's down 2 tenths. Matt, if that was me, apologies. Now, P2 here, Mr. Poncet, is up 4 tenths on his lap. If he can keep this pace, he will go P1. And to the last corner. Is he going to keep that time? Clean. Clean. He's done it. Last lap. Look at that. One at the final push. Hammer time. That's just pure Lewis Hamilton. Hammer time. Absolutely smashed it. GG to him. Also, I've just realised the first time I properly scrolled through, we've got 27 drivers tonight. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Shall we go quickly and get some thoughts? Actually, before we do, Mr. Most is coming back with a vengeance. He's 10th up. Let's just keep an eye on this. But also, Mr. Arizo is 5 tenths up. So there's actually a battle the last lap for P1 at this point. So between P1 and 3 is getting decided on the last, what, 2 corners. See, so he's coming now down through, where is he? Coming up the hill. And Mr. Dario has, he's absolutely fluffed it at the last second. That's unfortunate. Let's check Mr. Mosa. He's coming around a couple of the final corners. He's 2 tenths up. Now, if he can keep this, he will take back P1. Keep it tidy. He's done it. Looks like he's just clinched P1 at the very last second. And there we go. Absolutely top draw. Absolutely top draw. And he's just binned it. Cool. So we've got a few minutes for the drivers to chill and just take a second. I'm going to restart my session so I can get the cool liveries. I will do that right this second before the drivers depart onto their parade lap. But yeah, guys, just a little sort of back channel. Make sure you smash a like on the video, purely because when Hayden streams, he gets a fair amount of likes. Every time I stream or I'm with him, it's better. So that just shows if we can beat him again, perfect. There you go. Hopefully now we check a couple of these cars. There should be liveries. One of them, apparently that's meant to be a livery, which didn't work. Jones is livery. Did that work? It did work. Cool, that's fine. So we have got a few more liveries now, which is nice. I think on that Mercedes there we have, is that Mr. Rowland? We always had that, didn't we? Anyway, it's a couple of seconds until we start off onto the, I suppose, warm-up lap. FYI, guys, there is no warm-up music per se. I'll just write a quick message in the chat. You're starting next to Hayden. Good luck. Hello, Daryl. How you doing, buddy? How the devil are you, sir? Racing Incident. I can't bloody remember what the channel's called now. Instant Report, isn't it? There we go. There we go, that's done. So Hunter Striker's sitting next to Hayden, which is unlucky, I suppose. Is the only word I can give you. Very, very unlucky. Just keep out of the way is all I can say, Mr. Stevens. Just keep well out of the way. I better click the drive button again, just forget. That's just doesn't sound very good, does it? He's all the way down there. Where's Matt? Where did Matt finish P14 in the end? I shall try. I mean, just to be fair with Hayden, he just last the first challenge. That's all I can give you. And even then, he'll probably hit you off the track. Should we get a quick word with them before the race starts? Just to say good luck. Hello.
Hello.
How you getting on? How was quali?
Absolutely bottled it.
Matt did well.
I'm middle of the pack. I'm a bit scared.
Well, I think Mr. Stevens is more scared than you, Matt, because Mr. Stevens is next to Hayden.
Oh dear.
And that's never a good thing to be doing.
I promise I won't crash anyone out.
You will.
Oh, I can't promise I won't take anybody out.
He'll try not to. There you go. You heard it here first, guys. He will try not to.
He will try to.
He will try to. Right, I'm going to leave them. It's now going to be on to the parade lap. There is no... I'll try and find something cool on Spotify quickly whilst the parade lap's going on.
Help me with the word.
Oh my god, there's nothing. This is impromptu. I mean... Back in a sec, guys.
Does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine who you
Perfect timing, if you ask me. He's bunching them up. Perfect timing. That music was terrible. I mean, the first two, I don't know what they were. The one before that was all right, but it wasn't long enough. This is going to be... I mean, turn one is just... I don't know. But he's leading them up to the line now. What's going to happen? I think... I'm always tempted to helicam the start, you know. We can just skip through. Once the leaders have gone through, we're going to drop back in helicam.
Green light. Go, go, go.
But they're away then. Oh dear. Oh, that was lagged by the black Lamborghini. That was not great. We are effectively 4 wide at T1. Any serious crashes? They're all through. Let's jump back and let's see what's going on. Bit of jostling for position. Hayden's already crashed into somebody, which is 1 red, yellow flag, 2 yellow flags. Mr. Blanchet is out. We're okay. Oh, Mr. Blanchet is still... Is he waiting to move? He is. I mean... Wasn't the worst start I've ever witnessed, to be honest. Not the worst, not the best, I guess. It looks like the leader is unscathed, around 7 tenths ahead straight away. Get him straight off. But it's it was alright. I mean, yes. Yellow flag for Hayden. Did Hayden fell off? And he's now down in P26. There's an episode of Top Gear, right, where James May, I think, is racing, and he's first for a little while, and then he falls off or he crashes, and it's "We must not laugh." That's probably what happened there. He's probably a bit cross, either with himself or someone else. But leave it at that. Matt had a hell of a start. He's up to P10. Well done, Matt. Lap times are coming crashing in now. But so far, I would say you're looking alright. Love the look of that on the back of the Mercedes there. Very, very good. Catch up with Hayden in a couple of laps just to see what on earth happened there. Does he have damage? He does have damage on his right hand side. He's carried a bit of damage there, unfortunately. Has anyone noticed that the weather is really windy today? Very, very windy. Yeah, wind again. Either that or a tornado, one of the two. Definitely a tornado in here. But we are looking good, actually. Mr. Darrell. Obviously we love Mr. Darrell. Who doesn't? He's sticking himself around P23 currently. He's had a bit of tuition from one of our engineers, actually. And it looks like, from what I've seen, I mean, he seems to be more stable when he races, and he puts the car in the right place a lot more often now, which is really nice to see. But yeah, I mean, it's paid off, which is awesome. Our Darrell is he's one of the, I suppose he probably is one of the longest standing members, really, who is at pretty much every single race. Every single race. It's almost guaranteed there's an event, he's going to be there. We all love Darrell. That's all over the back of the Audi for P9. They are looking good. Shall we check in with... We could mute Matt possibly, because he's in a bit of a battle at the minute. He's trying to... Is he going to push to overtake this Audi? Or is he going to sit behind him for a little while longer? Let's check in with them, let's see how they're doing. Is this a good time or isn't it?
No.
Not a good time?
No, it's fine.
Matt?
Alright. Oh.
What, Matt, I'll come to you in a minute, because it looks like you're sort of actually doing alright. What on earth happened down in P26 there? Did you
Nothing.
Was there a lack of skill involved?
Oh, I run out of skill, yes.
It's a lack of skill, okay, fair enough. Any form of... What sort of skill?
I need new pants.
Oh, okay, so do I.
No!
Unlucky, Matt just hit the sausage curb there, which is ever so slightly annoying. I need new pants. Got a yellow flag for...
That's Matt,
no, for P... Is it Mr. Camille Norwick?
Can't park there, sir.
Just ever so slightly fell off, unfortunately. Now, I did say I was going to stand up for the first hour. My knee is killing me, so guess what? I'm going to sit down. I've got a magic trick. Sit right down here. Pull my chair over. And just... Boom! Level 2. But anyway, we'll leave these two idiots to carry on racing, and we'll check back in with you in a little while. Anyway, that was them. Let's leave them to it. Whilst you're here, guys, please make sure you you chuck a like on the video. Follow on Twitch if you're new. Subscribe on YouTube if you're new also. Glad to have you here. It's always a good laugh. Sort of, sometimes. Now, one big part of this race is strategy, right? So I was looking at this, obviously someone who isn't racing. Now it's 2 pit stops, 2 mandatory pit stops for tyres and fuel, both pits. Now, if you're taking tyres anyway, it would make sense to take fuel both times, but do you take fuel once in the first pit stop and then not take fuel the next time, just take the tyres? Or do you stay with the same amount of race fuel over effectively the 3 stints, so first stint, second, and then obviously the last pit? I'd be inclined to try and stay out longer in the first stint on the longer amount of fuel. I don't know if that would make any sense, whether you'd stay out for, if you had pace, for like an hour and 20 minutes and then have a shorter second and third stint, or whether you get one pit out the way and then just run hot laps on effectively double fuel. I don't know how you would do it and how it would work best. We've got some battles. Matt's up the inside. Is he of the Mercedes? There's a bit of a battle going on here. Amazon Prime obviously overtaking and delivering a shitload of parcels. Is he going to make the move, stick down the inside, is the question. Looks like he is. And it looks like, unfortunately, the Mercedes is about to get... Oh no, he isn't. He's held on. Mr. Kaku is battling in for P17. Look at your worms out then. Aiden is also trying to catch up with P20, Mr. Ryan Blanchet, and I think both of you have damage, from what I can see. Oh, we've got a yellow flag for Mr. Stevens. Oh, that was a bit of a coming together, unfortunately. Is that Simone or Simone Gallardo? I guess he's Italian. Coming together. Mr. Jones has had a bit of a coming together. Is that with Hayden? Did Hayden cause that? Hell of a crash, whatever it was. Lots of damage on it. Lots of cars. Now, if it was me and I was Hayden, knowing I'm carrying damage, lost one driver. I think. I'd be pitting and getting one of my pit stops out of the way now. Get rid of your damage. Get some clean air and just get some laps in. If it was me. That was Mr. Blanchet is all over the back of the BMW of Mr. Simone again. Mr. Seegers is catching up with Balanga in the 11th. Good battle for second place here, but I think these guys, it looks like the leaders checked out with a 2.4 second advantage. However, P2 only half a second in it. Now we know that the Ferrari is good, I say round here, but round absolutely every track off or a yellow flag. Oh, a lot of damage on that 79 car, and he hasn't pitted. Hayden also hasn't pitted. Has he gone round again since? Is he going to pit this lap? I'm going to suggest he is, because he might as well be reversing around the track because he's going very, very, very slowly. I'm going to suggest he's going to pit. Okay. Now, I'm scared to go and ask him what happened there, because there could be words in the effect of either... I don't think it was a skill issue. I think there was another driver involved, and I'm hoping and praying that he didn't cause it. But let's go and find out. Who caused that?
I don't know.
Was it you?
No. No, someone come off the track, and as I had to weave because they rejoined quite bad, and then as I've come back on the track, someone's just sent it down the inside and collected me. So.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So I was going to go for a long middle stint now. Go from there.
Yeah, that's what I suggested. Is a longer stint.
Yeah.
The second time around. Yeah.
I'm going to get lapped now by the cars behind me, the back front markers now, but I'm going to try and keep out of the way and try and make us up as much time as possible.
Yeah, I'm just going to set up a keybind so I don't have to keep opening Discord every time to unmute myself.
So yeah, I'm off out now, so hopefully I can try and keep out of trouble.
And Matt, how are you getting on?
Up to P8 now.
Matt's just lapped me now.
I'm going to test this quickly. Yeah, that works. Cool. Yeah, Matt, you're doing very well. You had a very good start. Didn't you gain 3 places on the start or something ridiculous?
Something like that, yeah.
No, you did very well indeed. Mr. Darrell is he's just putting laps in. Mr. Darrell's up to P20. He's just chucking those laps in. I can't work out what the livery is on his car, but that's as it is, I guess. Right, I'll mute you guys and I'll speak to you later.
In a bit.
I'll probably stay with you for the last hour, purely because me talking to myself for an hour is going to get, well, horrible. But we'll see.
Aiming on P7.
Because let's run through the grid then and see what's going on. So, yeah, like I say, the leader is checked out of a 2-point and now 3-second lead. Back to Mr. Rowlands, who has now gained a 1.8-second lead or 2-second lead over P3. Interesting. How many likes are we up onto the video, guys? In fact, you know what? I can cheat. I can go and like the video that I'm streaming because I can do it on my own account. Up to 7 likes. We need to win, basically. We need to make sure that we beat Hayden's streaming like goal. Now there is actually a battle going here for P3. And in fact, me messing around looking at likes, the move was actually done already. Where else we got? So got a couple of people. There's one person in the pits right now. I'm guessing he is fixing damage. Yes, he is. He's definitely fixing damage because that doesn't look like a very well Lamborghini at all. Hayden, I would imagine, he's just going to go and put in some hot laps. So he's going to have to fight his way through traffic. Now, he's effectively going to be blue flag, right? If he's got more pace than most of these cars, or some of these cars, he can obviously pass them. Obviously not trying to get in the way too much. Tom Jones's son is up into P20 in that really, really nice Bentley, actually. Really like that. Jensen Jones. He's battling against, is that Vladimir Gatushak, potentially? Looks like a Ukrainian driver. And I can't remember hello in Ukrainian. I can't remember what it is. Doppelbachin over is goodbye, I think. But He'll correct me if I'm wrong. It's something like that. I can't remember. Martin Buell. I suppose, yeah, Buell. Looks like he's carrying damage also. Is that like a... Oh, that's clever. That's like a Pac-Man sort of livery on the side. That's very, very nice. I like that. Mr. Blanchet has caught up again with the BMW. He's doing very, very well. It looks like Matt is being chased down. Unless he has just overtaken, Matt is being chased down by P9. But I think there's actually a three-way battle here for P8 overall. That wild thing. I love that. I quite like that livery. Now Mr. David Leckie in the BMW M4. He is chasing down for P5 currently. Doing very, very well indeed. Jones in the Bentley is still going. It's pretty quiet right now, to be fair. But we've got 3 lapped cars at present. That is Mr. So Chico, Hayden, and Lucas. They're all lapped. Now that is probably because they've had an pit stop. Check. They had pits. Yes, they've had 1 pit so far. So the pit times so far. So Lucas actually had the longest pit. I'm guessing because he had damage. But it looks like, I'm trying to work out the total pit time. It looks like the total pit time is around 1 minute 20 is what you lose. And let's see who else. So the fastest, and this is another thing that we don't normally cover, right? So there's extra things I've been looking at. Currently, the fastest car through the speed trap, which I think is at the end of the start straight, was at 244 kilometers an hour, and that was by this by Alfio de him. He went for at 244 km or kilometer. So, has he got that set up for speed? You don't know. That's something that only he would know. We don't know what his setup is, but Matt is currently behind him. I'm going to guess if he's got effectively like a very slippery setup on, that's why he has a higher top speed. I mean, he isn't the fast, like, he's not fast by miles, but considering most other cars are doing sort of the 235 to 239, and he's done a 244, he's obviously using quite a sort of a low aero setup. But Mr. Stevens has come in the pits with lots and lots and lots of damage. A fair amount of damage. Oh, he's got tyre pressures wrong, okay. Yeah, hopefully he's fixed his tyre pressures. Anything else we can look at? So, also stint times are something to keep an eye on, right? So, the stint times is reset when you go in the pits. Which was why at the moment, so effectively, Mr. Stevens now has the lowest stint time. Because obviously he's just come out of the pits, so his stint time is now reset. So it looks like Hayden and Lucas both came in the pits 20 seconds apart from it. And that's why they're showing as we do also have one other driver that's showing, which is Mr. Kaku, Vincent Kaku. He shows a pit stop, but I think he started from the pit for some reason, but he's up into P12. So who is our best gainer? That would be P9. Is that Rare? Oh, again. Rares Gabriel? Voltaire? Something like that. Is that the Wild Things livery on that Mercedes? Looks very good. He tried to go for a bit of a dive on Matt there, and he's actually flashing Matt now, interestingly. We'll keep an eye on this. This is a three-way battle for P7. Oh, that's a slight bit of lag there. Jesus Christ. But he is actually up 17 places. 17 places. That's mad. What people need to remember, I mean, this is a long race, so hopefully we don't see too many people drop out. We had 27 starters, 26 left. Yes, if you have a bit of a knock or have an issue, you can reset. I mean, Hayden, he fell off due to a lack of skill. He's going to carry on. And it's at that point, it's a long game, right? So if he can put in some silly lap times, he will catch up eventually when he's on the same lap after all of the pit stops are complete. He didn't have a hugely slow pit stop either, so that should play into his hands. Effectively, the time he's down at the moment should get reset over the 2 stints. The Matt's now just dropped off of P7, the 159 car, because he's trying to, I guess, battle, but then he needs to defend. Looks like quite a cool battle. Have a look going on elsewhere. That looks to be the only real battle going on at the moment. It's these three. So we will stay with them for a little while. Remember, guys, while you're here, smash a like on the video, or a follow, or sub to our YouTube. All of the above. And also follow us on SimGrid. I think we're actually... I will try and bring up SimGrid on one of the screens. I'll move it up. I'll put it over here, this side for a second. The SimGrid, we are actually growing very, very quickly. I'll just check where we are now. So we are now currently 4, 8, 9... We're 10th. Effectively 10th in the most followed standings. And still growing with the events. We've got some really, really cool events coming up, actually, that I will either be commentating on, or driving. Obviously, the World Championship is every Sunday. That's obviously been going. Now, we've got one race here, which, again, we may or may not do. This is really dependent on numbers, and that's the 2 hours at Paul Ricard, or Paul Richard. I won't be racing in that because that track, you might as well just drive in a straight line. I don't like it at all. And there's no sort of, if you run off the track, it's like, oh no, I've run off, I'll just drive back on again. It's not the most entertaining track, to say the least. Then we've got the good old days. Now that event is going to be awesome, in my opinion. It's going to be wicked. So it's all of the old cars, so all of like the old V12 and 10 cars. So the Jag, the Aston Martin. Can't think of any others. That's going to be good. And then we've actually got a daytime event, which hasn't got very many registrations, but it's only in like 9 days, which is lunchtime at Kyalami, of all places. And then the next real big thing that starts very soon is Rookie Wednesday Season 3. That's probably our most popular event, and that's very, very good. And then after that, we have the Toga Motorsport Birthday Bash. That's when Toga Motorsport is 1 years old, I guess, as a community. We're going to do 3 races on the same night, so it's going to be very, very busy, jam-packed. We're in Barcelona for a half-hour race, Kyalami for a half-hour race, and Zolder for a half-hour race. I will probably race that. I'm actually hoping Hayden does, but at the same time, he may well commentate. So what I might offer him is, we'll split it, perhaps, or something. Because I think definitely, I think he built Toga as a community. I think we need to give him the opportunity, perhaps, to drive in that race. I think it's only fair. It's up to him. That's a drive anyway. Matt is still trying to battle his way through past this Audi. Been going on now for a good few amount of laps, but he's also trying to defend the Mercedes, which is behind him. Now, is Matt going to yield this position? Or is he going to go all the way, long way around? Who's going to get the... who's going to break the latest? And Matt did break the latest. Very well done, Matt. Remember, a 2-hour race isn't won in the first 25 minutes. That's what a lot of people don't need. What a lot of people don't understand is it's a 2-hour race. You don't need to make that overtake now or be aggressive now. You've got 2 hours to battle. You know, you could drop off and then come back, or wait for a pit, or do it strategically at that point. Now Matt's doing very, very well at keeping that car right there. But what he's trying to do is force that guy, not into a problem, but force him far enough into the corner so that he can't carry the speed. He did very, very well. He didn't go sort of out onto the racing line. He pushed him right over. So then he has to slow down a lot more than he normally would. He's doing very well. Now, what if it was me with Matt here? If he's noticing these tyres are starting to go off, what I would do is I would say, okay, you can go past, not a problem. I'll catch you on the pits, or I'll catch you at the pits, and do it that way. We have another battle going on here for P11. Yeah, P11. Kaku is now 0.2 seconds behind the Mercedes. With Hayden in the background. Now Hayden is actually up to... Oh, is that still the same? P23, I think it is. So everyone from P22 to 26 are in the previous lap, so they're a lap behind. Obviously, remember that will reset. Oh, slight out of talent moment there. This battle is still going on between these two. Take a ride on board with the 30 car. Oh! That's commentator's curse. Got a battle here for P11 as well. Ferrari, I think he had a bit of an off in the previous lap. But can he get a run? And he's going to have to be forced down the round the long way. Can he switcheroo around? Get a bit of a tighter angle? He can't. He's just going to carry the speed. Oh no, he's going to try it, but he's going to have to go the long way around again. Pushing. He's absolutely wringing the neck of that Ferrari. Now Matt has managed, now that he's got the time or the space, to go sort of on the attack mode, really. Now what he's really doing is he's walking up to the front door, he's opened the letterbox, and he's realised his Amazon parcel is actually one that you need to knock on the door and wait. So now what he's doing is waiting at the door for this guy to move out of the way. He needs to scan the parcel rather than launch it over the fence and do a yodel. That's what he's trying to do. Daryl's up to 18th. He's obviously overtaken a couple of cars. Doing very, very well. He's 0.8 of a second behind P17. In the, is that row racing or row cleaning? I can't remember what they are, but they're row something. Row your boat, I guess. He's now in the pit. He's decided to reverse in the pit lane. I think he overshot slightly. He's decided to Take a pit stop. Now, Mr. We haven't covered very much of Mr. Moser actually. So he basically started the race, checked out, and he was long gone. That was the end of that for him. Now he's punched in a 1:42.1. That's ridiculous. That's very, very, very fast, right? Considering the next fastest time, looking down here. Actually, it's the two at OSR boys. So we've got a 1:42.155 for the car 84 here. But then we have car 881, which again is, oh no, this is an M racing car. So this is a different team. He's done a 1:42.290, so they're on a similar sort of pace. Matt is still battling it out. Still. And I think Mr. Faulty has potentially probably ruined his tyres by chasing Matt for all that time. And he has looks like a touch of damage on the front of the Mercedes. That is probably starting to sweat in there. I can't believe, right? It seems 5 minutes ago that the stream went live, and it's already over half an hour in. That's mad. Mr. Belanga's fallen off, unfortunately. 12. Back on the track. Always good to see. Team Solo Racing, Jakub Kakala. Up into P30. He has gained 1 place since the start. Diggers has done very well. He's gained 2 places. Matt has gained 5 places. He's done very well. Mr. Jones has gained 7. Mr. Darrell has gained 7. Well done, Darrell. Always nice to see, mate. Always nice to see there. Have another quick check. Again, make sure you hit a like on the video, guys. We're as I say, we're trying to beat Hayden. That is the aim of the stream, is to make sure that we have more likes than Hayden's videos, purely because it annoys him. We're up to 10 likes already. It really does actually annoy him, which is hilarious. He seems to think that I've got a magic stick and I just say, you know, like the video and everyone does, and it doesn't for him, but it's not that. Probably I'm a more likeable person than probably what it is. And that's dropped off now. Like I say, this is really the only sort of close battle. Matt is dropped off to the P7 car, but the P9 car is back at it. He's coming to take another chance. So let's see what happens there. We'll come back to that. Mr. Jakub is being blue flagged by Hayden. Is being blue flagged, ironically, whilst these two battle it out. Mr. Blanchet is all over the back of the P14 car. That's good to see. I think. Now, was he carrying damage? He fell off it. Hit count. Well, he didn't fall off unless he's carried that damage for the rest of the race. I'm pretty sure he got caught up, but I might be wrong. Where did he start? Oh, okay, so he may have just had a little spin, so he's lost 4 places, unfortunately. So Tom Jones' son is popped into the pits for probably his first pit stop, I'm going to guess. We should see in the next, I would suggest, in the next... Well, what is it? It's a 2-hour race, isn't it? And you're doing 3 stints. So if you divide the 3 stints, that's 45. That's not 45 minutes. Christ. What the fuck is... 40 minutes? Is that right? No. 120 minutes divided by 3. Am I an idiot? It is 40 minutes, right? Yeah. In theory, there should be 40-minute stints. So in theory, you should see in the next 4 minutes, if people are doing a complete 2/3 of the time, in theory, you should see him coming in the next 5, 6, 7 minutes. Hayden obviously has already come in for one of his stops and that he's got the job done. And he's about to attack his first non-blue flag car. In the way of Mr. Marco Von something. I'm not going to butcher his name, but it looks like he's got a bit of damage and also being attacked. But I think that person behind him is a faster driver, not a faster driver, but in P12. So effectively he's being blue flagged right this second. Let's see if he follows his own rules and yields the place. Yields one of them. There's 2 cars there, Hayden. And he has yielded both places. Fair enough, he's done it. But yeah, as I suggested, we are starting to see cars jumping into the pits. And just as I thought, the 30 car of Mr. Fortier probably had binned off his tyres very, very badly. Now, let's keep an eye on when and if Matt pits, unless he has already pitted. No, he hasn't pitted yet. I would imagine he probably wants to get the job done on P7 before he pits. Or whether he's going to try and just use up all those tyres whilst trying to overtake him. I don't know. Oh, there's a nice battle side by side for this corner for P12, the battle for P12, and Hayden is still behind them. Effectively under blue flag conditions, so he probably won't get involved too heavily in that battle. How many cars have we had? We've had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've had 9 cars pit now. Total. The 9 out of the 26 cars, so not quite half yet. I would imagine we're going to see a lot more now. Hi George Trav, how you doing, bud? Hope you are, buddy. Good to see you. Are you in this race, or are you cheering someone on? Any other battles? Matt is still trying to battle this guy for P7. He's doing very well. It seems to be consistent. He's not sort of dropping back. He's always there, which is nice to see. Looks to be an overtake. Has he got the job done? He has got the job done. Mr. Chico. We know he's one of the faster drivers, should I say. So Daryl's coming to pits and Ryan Blanchet's coming to the pits. They're choosing to stop now and almost bang on that 40 minutes, just as I suggested. They're deciding to go a full 3-3 sort of split. So 3, yeah, 40 minute. We're going to see a real jumble of the order in a very few minutes. As I would imagine a lot of people are going to pit. Let's see what P1 does. Delivery's doomed. Thank you, Daryl. I was waiting for you to go into the pits and tell me what on earth delivery was, because I couldn't quite work it out. It's been a hell of a coming together between Stevens and Gallardo. Can Stevens get that car back off to the pits? Hoping he can. That was very, very close, that was. Hoping he can get that car back to the pits. It looks very damaged. The Matt's decided to come in the pits. Okay, so he's decided just to get the job done. And hopefully get back out there and battle for that P7 position. 159 car. Now, whilst Matt is in the pits and not pressing too much, shall we go and speak to him again? purely because Hayden's got a 30-second gap to the next car to make up. So that seems to be where he is at the moment. I think, no, has he got a 30-second gap or has he got a 7-second gap, sorry. Can't be right. Let's go and find out. Whoops. How you doing, guys?
Not bad.
Getting there.
You both doing fairly well by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I'm clearing I'm clearing drivers that I, obviously had to pit really early. So I've had to. I think I put some good laps in to catch these cars up. So
your best lap is a 1:43.962.
yeah.
So I can tell you that your fastest lap is around I would suggest the P9 mark. Matt has done a 1:42.8 as his fastest lap.
Yeah, Matt's an alien.
Not as alien as our actual fastest lap of a 1:42.155. Very, very fast. Daryl, setup's garbage. Unfortunate, mate. Unfortunate. Did you have a bit of a fall off, I'm going to guess? I saw you had a fair amount of damage there.
No, doing alright. I got effectively now at my first stint mark, so I've got 20 odd laps to go before my next stint is finished, so hopefully I just can kick on now and just push on and, I don't know, aim for top 15 maybe in this race, I think, is where I'm looking at.
I can see that somewhere around that time. Would be doable. Matt, if you can keep up the pace, I can steadily see you staying in that top 10 position very, very easily.
Oh, the guy that I was battling has just come out the pits.
Yeah.
He's right in front of me.
You two were battling very, very well there.
Yeah, I know, it was good to be fair.
It was.
It's that
you just
Audi
haven't
is
got
so
that
quick down the straight.
So I was just explaining to the guys watching on stream. That guy you're battling, his setup must be very low downforce. I don't know if you've noticed that in some of the corners, because over the speed trap he's the fastest. So he's got straight line speed.
Yeah, it's like I catch him up throughout the corners the whole lap, and then he just disappears on the straight. That's a good battle.
So we've got, how many cars haven't picked? 1, 2, 3, 5. So we've only got 5 cars out in the field now that haven't pitted, interestingly.
Oh, I'm battling Daryl now.
Daryl, if you can hear me, obviously don't say anything in the chat. Don't just let him past. Make that Ferrari the widest Ferrari in Assetto Corsa, please. It's got Doom on the side and all over it. Make sure it's the widest Ferrari 296 you've ever driven. That's the only advice I can give. Been a very good race so far, to be fair. I've really enjoyed
Excellent
it.
race.
Really
good race.
First nearly hour is it's gone. I see what you mean now by doing commentary. It's just like, yep, goodbye, done. There's an hour gone.
Yeah, commentary goes so quick, doesn't it?
How many more cars do we have in the pit? 1, 2. Still got 4 cars ready to go into the pit. Roland's just decided to. If you want me to tell me, just tell me if you want me to get lost or shut up. By the way, and
you might need to just for a minute. I'm trying to dispatch Daryl.
I'll get rid of myself for a second. Can you still hear me? I can't hear me anymore. Good. Well, let's watch this battle, shall we? Just to see what happens. So Hayden is trying to catch Daryl. I've instructed Daryl to make sure that car is the widest 296 in the game, because just why not? Whoa, that was close. That was close. Did Daryl just fall off? Unlucky, Daryl. Unlucky, mate. That was probably me telling you to defend like a champ, unfortunately, and I do apologise if it was my fault. But get back out there, bud. You are P21 at the moment. I'm sure you can battle through and make us. Or has he just gone again? Took those tyres. I think he has. Hopefully, he can cool those tyres down in the lap. Hello again. Hello again.
Hello.
Hello.
Unlucky for Daryl there.
He couldn't handle the pressure, could he?
No, I just said on the stream, I hope it's not the fact that I was telling him to make it the widest Ferrari. I just hope that that wasn't the case.
That was your fault.
Probably.
Oh. I've never done this before. This is so much fun. I've always commentated on these 2-hour events that we've done. I've never actually done one before. And this is so much fun.
Who is the slowest through the speed trap?
Come on then.
Who thinks? Who thinks? Please. Yeah, look, so 236 is the slowest and 244. So that shows the difference, or the ever so slight difference between a really sort of a fast straight line speed car to a not straight line speed. Like less than 10 kilometers an hour.
Where's P17? If you don't mind me, can I ask?
On the track.
Yeah, how far ahead are they than me?
I can try and find out. P17 is just turning on to the start straight now.
What?
Yes.
No, not car 7. What? Really? Nah.
Yeah, P17. No, sorry, he's not. No, that's a complete lie. On the sweeping right-hander, the fourth gear let off right-hander.
Okay, right. Just coming up to that now. What was their last lap?
Your last lap.
No, their last lap.
Their last lap was actually a 1:48.6. I think they had a slight steering wheel / skill fatigue kicked in issue.
Okay.
There's the times then, and the differences. We can see, so effectively, car 881 is in the pits again, and this is showing that they've been in the pits now twice. Is this their second pit? Now, what are they doing? Are they going to stint up for a 1 hour? Possibly. Let's just see if it ticks over once this pit is complete. If they've done tyres and...
All BMW's gone off on the sausage curb.
Oh god, that thing.
No, so perhaps he was one of the last cars to pit. It just showed up as 2 there, didn't it, for some reason?
Oh, I can see 10 seconds ahead of me there.
I can confirm they're 9.4 seconds ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
But just to make it... You said about a top 15 finish.
Yeah.
P16 is 38 seconds ahead of the car in front of you.
What was their last lap?
1:44.25. No, sorry, 1:44.332.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be P15. Is then my battle then? Is my
I would suggest so.
is my goal?
So the only issue you have now, if you look at this, the only issue you have compared to other people is you're going to have much older tyres on this middle stint compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
So it depends if you've been absolutely dogging it. Those tyres are going to be punch board and countersunk by the time you come in and finish or go for your last stint. They're going to be done.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the problem.
Whereas someone like Matt has come in. I mean, Matt's current stint time, if we look at that now, he's only on a 9-minute stint time. So those tyres are only 9 minutes old. Whereas your current tyres for the second stint are 38 minutes old.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So you should be coming in now.
Yeah, I should have boxed a little while ago for my first stint. Yeah.
So in theory, you've now got to go. Those tyres are going to be.
I've got another.
Effectively, you've got another 30 minutes. So your tyres are going to be an hour older before you go for your last stint.
That's right. Yeah. I've got 28 laps. I need to I've just done the 28th lap. I need to box on lap 42.
Yeah. So basically, you've got to look at this right this second. You've got to look at this like this is now a start of an hour, of the last half of an hour race for you.
Yeah,
in this stint.
P19's all over my arse.
Just set my fastest lap. 42.7.
Hold on. 42.765. Very, very nice. So your fastest lap is 6/10 off of the quickest lap of the session. So you are not doing too bad at all. That is a very, very good lap, to be fair.
Gaining on
I don't know.
now.
I don't know whether to let this BMW past.
Now, for longevity, what you've got to look at, right, is if you battle that BMW and ruin your tyres, you've got to go another 30 minutes on those tyres.
I know.
And if you ruin them now, you're going to drop off in lap times, and you don't want to pit early again to then have the same problem at the end of the race. So it might be preferable for you to pit. If not pit,
No,
it might
I'm
be
not pitting
preferable
now.
for you to let him pass and then just be cracking out consistent 43 5s, 43 6s.
I've let him go.
Mr. Darrell's up into P21. He's doing very, very well. Tom Jones's son is in P20 in the Bentley. He's doing very well. And Matt could actually gain from this. So for the first time since the start of the race, the 159 car is actually battling the 314 car. And let's see if that slows them down enough to enable Matt then to catch up. That will be interesting. And then we'll be looking at another three-way battle, but it's this time
Much
for
like
P5.
in the video, guys.
Already said it. And I've already said that I need to make sure that I get more likes than you do when you stream, purely just to annoy you. That's the whole goal, is just to annoy you.
It's got to get to 20 then.
That's fine. Make sure. Let's just check it. We're up to 10. Come on, guys. We need like, I'd say a 25 to annoy him. That's probably the goal. Coming up to an hour in, and there's actually a battle for P1.
And I need a wee.
Well, could have been a driver change then.
I'm gaining on them.
So as I was saying, this is so much different to like one of the half-hour stint races or sprint races. Sorry, like
Lock in.
I saw that like when Matt was battling, the guy behind him was really pushing, and this was like 15 minutes into the race. Now, yeah, he wants to get the overtake and get the job done, but Matt sort of almost took my idea as that, look, I'm going to pit and we can do this as part of the strategy. I'll pit, get out of the way of you, I can start putting in faster times, and he has straight away.
Yeah.
So he's not battling the guy anymore. Get rid of him, and then you can almost undercut him via using the pits. So actually it works really, really well. Deadpool 197116, how you doing, buddy, from Twitch? Nice to see you. I'm not sure I've seen that name before. Probably have somewhere along the line, but if you're new, welcome, mate. It's very windy in here.
Is it? It's windy on the driver briefing as well, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, do you know how good this? I know it sounds really cocky, but I've never experienced this in a race. Can you move? You're right on the racing line. Like I'm battling P5, P6 here, and we're just literally flying past back markers. Like it's normally me who's getting flying past.
Do you know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say exactly sort of why you said it, Matt. The 296, since I've been driving it,
Yeah.
has made me probably one of the most cocky, but also greedy drivers there is in ACC. Because you know it sticks.
Yeah.
So, like, I go into LFM races now. I know I can be not fast, but I know I can be a lot faster than I was in the Aston Martin. I mean, me and Hayden did an LFM race earlier, and I absolutely smashed him. I went to get P2, but I got taken out. But it just shows. But I think it's not going to be long before this car gets completely, like, something's going to happen. It's going to get buffed really, really badly. Because it is by far the best car at the moment. And you can see it now. We have... How many Ferraris do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we have 10 or 11 Ferraris out of a 25 car grid. We've got a yellow flag for Daryl. Has he fallen off? Oh, unlucky Daryl.
Right,
Interestingly, Hayden, we're talking about your stint time being fairly long, so it's now up to 44 minutes.
Yeah.
You're not the only person on a long stint time. P23 behind you is on a 45-minute stint as well. They have the same-ish problem as you. And then Mr. Is it Yatushak? Vladimir? Our Ukrainian driver. He is on a 25-minute stint also.
Yeah, I'm stuck here now. I can't. My pace is dropping off.
Because the tyres. You just don't push them. I would suggest if you can eke those tyres out for 10 minutes, then you'd be alright. But it's double-edged sword. You don't want to pull off too much and start losing 1, 2, 3 seconds a lap to the rest of the grid. You're stuck.
Oh no!
Oh, he's binned it. I think he'll be coming in now.
Fuck!
Great battle for P. Oh, Matt is actually getting chased by P.
Yeah, because I need to concentrate. I was 1.5 seconds ahead of him.
All I'll say, he's fastest lap. Actually, no. No, I'm gonna be quiet.
I wasn't concentrating.
Want me to leave you alone for a little while?
It's up to you.
Would you need to
I think
concentrate?
it's because I can hear you twice. When I next pit, I'll mute the stream,
Oh, okay.
and then
God.
How
I'm
much?
driving like an idiot now.
How much time? How much damage you carry in there?
11 seconds.
Yeah, get that sorted. You're gonna ruin those tyres even more if you don't get that damage done. Make sure you calculate fuel correctly.
I think I should have enough now.
Mr. Blanchet, oh, he just had an ever so slight off. He's got a little bit of damage on the front of that Ferrari. There's still actually a battle for P1.
oh, there goes Hayden. Just passing you again, Jeremy.
Not
Hayden's diving into the pits. What's this car? 555 took me out big time. Here's to our 1 hour stint. Car 555. Okay, Daryl, we can look at that after the stream if you like. Not a problem at all.
Right.
Unlucky, buddy.
Oh, my arse end just kicked out.
Hey Google, office lights on.
Oh, that was close. So this interestingly, right? So this is the bit that's interesting. So because there's a 3 stint race, right? There's a lot of each stint there's a lot of different cars at a lot of different places, so there's a lot of the time you'll see someone completely different behind you, and they could be someone who's really, really quick or someone who's not so fast. And this is what we're seeing now. We're seeing a lot of cars being lapped or whatever, or overtaken really, really quickly. That's purely for, you know, that they are naturally the faster driver. Now, I'm just keeping an eye on this. So this guy... Oh no, he's not. This is a pure battle. I thought this was a blue flag situation, but it's not. So we'll keep an eye on this, because there's a lot of flashing going on there.
I've got it all to do again.
Remember, don't spend those tyres straight away.
Oh no! Fuck! Ah! Fuck's sake!
Looks like Matt ever so slightly fell off there. Did you catch any damage there, or just spun?
No, just spun.
On the sausage?
Yeah.
Thought as much. We have under an hour left.
I've got way too much fuel.
How much fuel are you carrying?
100 litres.
No, you haven't got that far too much. If I remember correctly from your calculations, it's 61 litres a stint, right?
Yeah.
So you're probably got an extra... I'd probably only say you've got an extra 20 litres.
Problem is, though, I've got to do another stint like this to finish the race. I can't now box again to get fresh tyres.
No, that's what I mean. Don't spend them tyres too quick. And Matt, get your head down. Just crack in some laps. You've got 17 minutes, I guess, to your next stop. So I'd suggest not pushing that car too much.
I'm just gonna get rid of these tyres.
Mr. Stevens is in the pits, I'm guessing, for his last stint. I would guess there. There's battles going on across the whole of the grid now. I'm trying to keep up, but there is obviously a lot going on. Mr. Blanchet is slowly catching 8 tenths behind P12. He's doing very, very well indeed. Looks like he's carrying a slight bit of damage, unless it's a reflection. So who has pitted twice? Mr. Kaku, he hasn't pitted twice. He's only pitted once. He started in at pits, so he's only on a 1 stop so far. Mr. Voltia, who is currently flashing Mr. Stevens, he has done 2 stops. Is that correct? Let's just go into times and check that. No, he hasn't. So he possibly didn't complete both stops correctly.
Yeah, he's got pit again.
No. So he's got a pit again, interestingly. So we only actually have 1, 2, 3 cars that have completed their pit stop, the mandatory stops. But I would imagine next 15 minutes they'll all be done. Everyone will be complete. Make sure if you're new here, guys, make sure to give us a follow on Twitch. I'm hoping that the alerts work. In theory, they should, because I did test them earlier. And give us a quick like on YouTube if you're over there. It's nice to see you here, and always good fun. Like I say, we've got a hell of a lot of events coming up. Hell of a lot, actually. Some really, really cool events, and some events that a lot of people don't do. Which is really awesome, actually. One of them, which I really can't wait for, is the good old days, which is the old V12s and V10s. Really can't wait for that. That's actually going to be really cool. A lot of the cars with a lot of power and not a lot of downforce, compares to for the cars that we're seeing on the track now. That'd be fun. I am also pushing to have a M2 championship built, which I will do with Hayden. That'll be fun. The M2s round a lot of the tracks are very, very fun. So that'll be cool. Hopefully we can get like a nice championship going there. That was very busy the last time myself and Hayden did that race. It's obviously quite popular. Other than that, the World Championship's still going on. Oh, the Wild Thing Mercedes has had a bit of a moment there. Anybody beaten that speed trap time? Oh, no, it's still the same. In fact, actually, so P1 has actually matched that 244 speed trap. Only 53 minutes to go. 53 minutes. Flashing E. One thing it does do, flashes. Uses these flashes, he is still how far behind? Not far. Quite far. Oh, is it a blue versus blue flag? My bad. I'll shut up, don't worry. So Matt, obviously you had a bit of an off, but how are you finding that Ferrari around Kyalami?
That's lovely, it's just nice and smooth. The engine is silky.
And how's your ground clearance?
Hang on. The guy in front of me just fell off. It's much less than 1 inch now.
How are the tyres on that thing? I know they're a thin veneer of rubber, but are they still okay, or are they ruined?
No, they're right, to be fair. It's a high performance car. It does 146 miles an hour. Oh, where's he going?
Well, that is Mr. Seeger's in front of you. Now, I want to check his stint time. His stint time, yourself and Mr. Seeger's in front are on the same stint time. Now, whether he possibly has battled with those tyres, you don't know. So this is a longer race. You don't know what he's done in that second stint until you've caught him up, right? So his tyres could be ruined. And that's why you're catching him and why he keeps making those mistakes. Or it is fatigue. An hour and 10 minutes into a race.
Oh. I haven't even opened my minstrels yet.
Hayden, how's the situation where you are with your new tyres?
I'm catching P3.
So you're in P22, but you're catching P3.
Yeah.
Right.
Gaining.
Let's just run through the order then. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute and run through the order, because otherwise it will annoy these two guys. So I'll be back in a few moments.
Okay.
So we've got Gregory Moser in P1. He also has the fastest lap. Like I said, with the competition or the giveaway, if P1 gets the fastest lap, they won't win 2 liveries. They will win 1, and then what we'll do is the second fastest lap will then get the livery or the choice of the livery. Mr. Kevin Rowland's in the Winward Racing Mercedes down in second. He's very, very consistent. I've noticed that his times are sort of 1:42.4, bang on pretty much every time. Eli Poncet in the Ferrari in P3. Dario Arezzo, Italian driver in P4. David Leckie, I don't know fucking know. In P5. Alfio I'm just going to call you Alfio. Alfio's in P6. Vincent Kaku in P7. Anda Obiita, P8. Steven Seegers, P9, being chased down by your local Amazon driver. Spanton, flashing his lights. Hopefully at us and not at him, because he's nowhere close enough to flash his lights to put him off. So yeah, Matt's in P10. Matt's done very well. He's actually gained a total of 3 places since the start of the race. Mr. Fultia is 4.5 seconds behind Matt. So Mr. Gabriel Fultia had a battle for the first, I think, 15 laps. It was actually a 3-way battle, I think, for P8 at that point. So yeah, he's chasing Matt and down. JP Belanga, JP Belanga in the Scuderia Fracco Studio. Not sure if that's French or something, or Italian perhaps. Probably Italian, being Scuderia. In the Mercedes. Now this livery, I think it's all the tracks, right? It looks like plenty of the tracks plastered. Probably not all of the ACC tracks, perhaps around sort of other platforms, I guess, or just all the European tracks, I don't know. He's in P12. Ryan Blanchet in that Ferrari, actually catching P12 in P15. Checo in P14. Martin, again, sorry, Bull in P15. Jakob Kakala, yes. Team Solo Racing TSR in P16. Camille Nowak in P17 in the Porsche. P18 is Vladimir Yatushak in the Row Racing BMW. Wolfgang Kuhn in the, what is he driving? A2, it is the 296. Complete mind blank. I thought it was an Audi for a second. With a lot of damage actually on the front. Unless that's bug splats, but that looks like damage. Danny P19. Tom Jones' son, Jensen Jones, in the Aspire Racing Bentley. The Art Bentley, which does look very, very nice, to be fair. I do like the Bentley, but it's like driving the Titanic around any track. Lucas Lamberti in P21, the 97 car, with an awesome livery, with like the triangular down to the nose of the car on a very round fronted car. Looks very, very nice. I like that a lot. This weirdo in P22 had a very odd race, to be totally honest. Had nothing but problems, and then skill issues, and then old tyres, and just... Anyway, let's see if he can smash in some times and see what happens, I guess. The one and only in the Doom car, Mr. Darrell. We all love Mr. Darrell. He's one of the many legends, but probably the biggest legend at Toga Motorsport. In the 14 Doom Ferrari, which does seem very, very cool indeed. Mr. Marco von Kidrowski. That's got to be close. In P24, the 254 car, which again, awesome driving for you, sir. And Mr. Stevens, now he's come into the pits again. Now this actually looks to be his 4th stop. Is he giving up, or is he doing his last stop, or for his tyres and his fuel, or something? Hopefully he carries on. Anyway, Mr. Stevens rounds out the grid. But everyone is doing amazingly. I can't say sort of thank you enough for everyone joining and racing. Like you say, this community sort of is built on having fun rather than the seriousness out of anything. It's not come in and you have to follow all these rules. It's let's have fun, let's race, blah blah blah. Anyway, let's see if there's any battles. Matt has actually got the job done on Mr. Seegers. Is that correct? Am I seeing that right? I think I am. I think I'm right there. We'll catch up with him in a second, but it looks like he's just got the job done. So very well done, Matt. Other than that, it seems like the Packers, at the moment at least, has spread out. Now, what you'll see is it will spread out, everyone will pit and then they'll bunch back up again. That's obviously what happens. And then it will spread out towards the end of the race with 44 minutes to go. I would imagine the last pit stops are going to start coming. Now, perhaps. Let's go and catch up again with the guys and see what they're saying. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Having 25 drivers to go for a grid takes forever.
Yeah, we've kept a lot of drivers tonight. It's been good.
We've lost 2 out of 20, so we started with 27. We've lost 2. That's very, very good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I did get the job done on.
You did? Yeah, well done.
He went wide and I took the opportunity.
You have a 3.9-ish second gap to the car ahead.
Mine says 2.
Huh?
Mine says 2.
No, sorry, I read it wrong. You got a 1.9 second
Oh,
gap
he's
to the
pitted.
car ahead. So he's pitted, interestingly. So he's pitted.
How far's the... Oh, sorry.
Go on, go on.
How far's P21 ahead of me?
25.9 seconds.
Oh, fucking hell. What was his last lap?
45.772. And that's
Okay,
Mr. Jones.
Whoa, what you doing?
Oh, I've just gone off.
Jesus.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, we dived out of nowhere. He just literally came out. He was about a second behind me.
And P20, 18, 19 and 20... Sorry, 18, 19, 20 and 21 haven't pitted yet. Or 21's in the pits now.
21's in the pits now. 18, 9. So I'll just bring up the other view just to check. So 18 has pitted and he's completed his stops.
Last lap? What was his last lap?
18's last lap was a 44.1.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
Let's see what else we've got here. So a lot of people around your area have pitted more than once, so they have completed their stops. You've got 19 and 20 need to pit still. 17 has just come into the pits, and 16 needs to pit also.
Oh, I've just come in. I'm on the fucking first sector. The P15 is out the window for me now.
I reckon, I mean, to be fair, with the issues you've had, I think a P20 finish is probably fine. I think, Matt, if you can keep out of trouble on your last stint, I think where you are is probably...
Yeah, I ain't getting P7.
It's probably doable, and you should be very, very happy with that. Mr. Hunter, sorry, car is undrivable. Didn't really want to continue and be a hazard on the track. Sorry, no worries, bud. That's fair enough. It's not a problem at all. These things happen. These things definitely happen. It's not your fault. If the setup was not the best thing in the world, then 100% fair enough, mate.
Someone's
been
in
an
the
off,
pits ahead of me.
Big off for P13, and he's gone into the pits. The P20 Hayden is now in the pits. Now, with your time difference, you should gain... You should take that place very comfortably, P20.
Yeah. What's happening to the McLaren?
I think he'd fallen off. He's back on the track now. He's all good. Mr. Seegers has caught Matt up. I'm going to guess Matt's tyres are not very well, and it looks like he's going to come into the pits, and so is Mr. Seegers. Mr. Seegers didn't get on the brakes quick enough there. That was very close.
And I sped up. If I might have a stop and go here because I sped up again. Because he was hitting up the arse.
You should be fine.
If not, clear it. Because if Matt sped up to stop a collision, then clear up.
Yeah, I will do.
Because he come flying in.
Yeah, he didn't appreciate where the banner was.
I'm going to mute your stream now, so there you go. Oh, you're not playing twice now. All the social media minstrels, quick.
So we got, look at that, pretty much bang on that 40-minute mark, 38 minutes. This is where everyone's like, shit, get in the pits and get the last pit stop done.
Get in the shits.
Unless you're Hayden, where you pitted, how long ago? 20 minutes ago.
How's he got out in front of me?
Has he got out in front of you?
How has he done that?
Less fuel.
No, it's 30 seconds flat for anything, isn't it?
You got damage?
No, 30 seconds I had. Bang on. That's a bit sus.
I'll lurk in the stream and play some Division. What's Division?
Counter-Strike, isn't it? No,
Tom Clancy's Division's good.
Tom Clancy, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, both them.
Tell you what, I'm trying to find, right, and it's really annoying me. I downloaded from a credible source Space Engineers, and I can't understand it. I'm trying to find a game where it's like an open world space where you build bases in space and stuff, and I can't find one. Just something to play, sort of like extra.
When you should be working.
Sense. What's that?
When you should be working.
Yeah, when I'm not playing LFM. And it's just something like when I'm not racing of an evening, I can play like something chill. These two keep telling me to go and play fucking GTA again. I just cannot because I'll end up losing my life to it again. And I spent far too long on that game.
No, I'm too heavily invested in this.
Yeah,
I haven't got time to.
No. Racing is where it's at, I think. I should have done it a lot quicker than I did. These two kept on at me to do it, and I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. And now it's just like, it's the only thing I want to do when I play games is race.
This race tonight is. I just want to get a new rig, new steering wheel.
Massive crash for P12. Huge crash for P12. Unfortunately. Hopefully he stays off that racing line when he gets... Is he going to chuck that car in the pit or is he going to carry on? Oh, he's crashed again. Don't reverse yet. Don't reverse yet. Don't reverse yet. Go now. Quickly.
Right.
Quickly.
There's P19.
No, that was close. Go. Right, good. Whew. Was a crash. Good. So P20 is coming to the pits, Aiden.
Yeah, I'm P19 now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, P18 is 24.8 seconds ahead of you, and his last lap was a 150.2.
Yeah, I got back markers behind me, so I've got to try and work smarter, not harder. Oh, drive through for car 97.
R97 is... R97?
Was 97, wasn't it, Matt?
I think so.
I missed a P21. That must have been speeding in the pit lane. That helps you, Hayden. You won't have to deal with him.
This guy in front of me does a lot of
steering.
He does a lot of steering on the braking. A lot.
It might be his setup. He might have a lot of front bias.
I'm still trying to figure out how you can have exactly the same pit time as me and get out before me.
Yeah, that's interesting, that. So, I'm in the leader now. This is interesting. So, The leader now has switched over to Mr. Kevin Rowlands. He hasn't stopped yet. Nor has P2. Nor has P3. So P1 to 3 haven't stopped yet. And the fastest lap now is a 1:42.075. Very, very fast. And as I've said, and I'll say it again, we have three liveries, free liveries to give away tonight for P1, fastest lap, and driver of the day, which we will look at in the next 10 minutes or so. Now, if P1 is also the fastest lap, then we'll take it to the second fastest lap, and so on, whatever. Driver of the day will be picked by mainly me, but also the guys in the chat. I have a few ideas so far. Don't worry, they're not Hayden or Matt.
Hey!
I have a few ideas on who I'd really like to give it to.
No, I think you should give it to Hayden's pit crew.
Yeah, Hayden's pit crew have probably been the people that have worked the hardest in this race, if I'm honest. I can tell
Hayden's
you
race
that
engineer.
there is 1, 2. At the moment, there's 3 candidates I've got for driver of the day.
P18's last time.
Fucking hell, I'm commentating. I'm doing the stewarding, and I'm your fucking Bono, am I? So Hayden, this is Bono. It's 30 seconds to the car ahead. 30 seconds to the car ahead. It's hammer time.
Okay, Lewis. 30 seconds to the car ahead. 30 seconds.
What was their last lap?
Okay, Hayden. Last lap of P18 was 1:43.41.
Oh,
sorry.
fucking hell, really?
No, sorry. Okay, Hayden. Last lap of the car ahead is a 1:43.785. 1:43.785.
1:43?
It's hammer time.
Is that in the Lotus?
So basically, Hayden. I feel for Hayden, right? Now, just to confirm, Hayden, Jakob was like P8. The car ahead of you.
I don't know. Fuck knows.
Perhaps, I don't know. No. Ignore that. So, there's a fall off slightly P17 there. That's interesting. That might help you. Have they pitted yet? Yes. So Hayden is 30 seconds behind the next car. Now Hayden's issue is his best time in the race is a 1:43.855, right? The last lap of the car in front of him was a 1:43.3. So he needs to do a lot of steering. And we haven't checked in with Matt actually. With battling Mr. Seegers, have we?
Yeah, still going.
I think, Matt, if you can stay where you are, you've got 11 seconds behind you, right?
He's been falling off loads. I'll wait for him to fall off.
I'm going to wait for the stream to end and I'm going to treat myself to a Mars. So we only now have P1 needs to pit. Then we have full completion of pit stops. I will confirm that.
What was P17's last lap?
Okay, Hayden. Last lap P17 was a 1:52.295.
Yeah, how far ahead are they?
Okay, Hayden. P17 is 4 seconds ahead. That's 4 seconds ahead.
4 seconds ahead of me now? How?
So the guy is... No, okay, ignore that. 32 seconds ahead.
Alright, he's catchable.
Okay.
Playing chase, are you?
So if we just check your times, right? So you did a 44.765 and on the last lap, right? And actually P16 did exactly the same time last lap to you. Identical. You've got. I'm just trying to see if there's any other cars. But the only car really that's catchable for you. It's really windy in here. Is P16. They're the only people that are really on your level. P17 145.05. God, it's fucking windy in it.
I need some of that methane to speed me up.
It's NOS. I really need to go and clean that sink out because it smells like drains in this house.
Oh. When you mean sink, do you mean your underpants?
Yeah.
Captain. Oh no, I've fallen off. Concentrate, Hen.
I think Matt has realised that what he needs to do is just keep that car where it is.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to fall off.
4 places. Matt's gained 4 places. He's done very, very well. One person that's interesting, right, is again, sorry to butcher your name. Is it Rares Gabriel Fortia in P10? He has gained 16 places.
Last to first.
Basically a last to first challenge. That's very, very good. I mean, he's done very, very well, and he's completed his pits. In fact, actually, I'm just looking at this. So he is showing 4 pit stops. Now, he did 1 pit stop. He started at in the pits, right? So
Pit stop.
that is effectively one of the pit stops. Now, has he pitted 3 times this race? That's the interesting thing. I would suggest that he has, and he's still 10th. That might be a bug in our software.
No, it's because he had 2 drive-throughs.
He had a drive-through, correct?
No, 2. He had 2. Oh, this guy's panicking.
Update on the cars in front.
Okay, Hayden. Car in front is 33.5 seconds ahead, and P18 is 35 seconds ahead.
Gaining! Ryan, overtake! Don't cut me off. Who's got the bigger balls?
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Woo!
Call
Gotta go
Maverick
on!
is now following.
OSR Maverick, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Sorry for you to join when there sounds like a chicken in the background, but it's actually the Amazon driver. For once, he's not late delivering the parcel, and he's just taken P8 with a very, very well-placed Ferrari.
There,
Welcome to the stream, buddy. Nice to have you here.
oh, and he's 0.6 of a second behind, back already. Goodbye. Take a picture of that parcel and I'm in the van already.
Now, so this is interesting. So I'm just looking at this. So if we just check the stats. So P1 still hasn't pitted. He is on a 45-minute stint now. Those tyres are probably not very well. Not P1.
Rolled it.
Oh, yeah, no,
up, yeah.
P1's... Yeah, there you go. P1... Is it P1 that's just fallen off?
No,
Who's just fallen off? My screen is all sorts of fucked up. Someone just fell off, that's all I can tell you.
The back marker.
Is it a back marker that fell off?
Yeah, right in front of me, and he spun across the track as he hit the wall.
On the start straight?
Oh, no. No, it was on like the T2 or something.
TSR car that fell off.
Oh no, there's a back marker in front of me, just gone off as well. Please don't hit me!
Who fell off? Oh, Kakala fell off, sorry, no, my bad. Hayden, Kakala fell off, who's the guy in front of you. And he's still 33 seconds ahead.
I've just realised I've got a pair of shorts on, and I've got trousers on.
Oh my god. So yeah, P1 still hasn't pitted.
Wow.
So those tyres, a 46-second stint, are
Am I
probably
going to overtake him? How long's the pit here?
1 minute 20.
Ah, he's going to be 20 seconds ahead of me.
Kevin Rowlands in P2 has completed his pit stops. He has actually jumped P3, who has the fastest lap, Gregory Mosa. He's done that very, very well. Well done, Mr. Rowlands, for that. Ellie Ponset, I think that's Ellie Ponset, one of the OSR guys, has taken P4, doing very, very well with a 9-minute stint time so far. So they pitted sort of around the 35-minute mark, like pretty much everybody else. But other than that, there's not really much to report. David Leckie, again butchering names. Has caught up to Mr. Alfio in the Audi. Ooh, that was very, very bumpy around that corner. Jesus Christ. Other than that, it's strung out. We'll stay on board with these guys just for the minute. It's strung out. It's not a lot to really say apart from people are racing still. The fastest lap is a 1:41.807 so far in the race. The fastest qualifying lap was a... can't remember.
I saw that message and I fucking shit myself.
What message?
Darryl just put a message in the chat and it put me right off.
In which chat?
In the game chat.
Was he?
He did. He put "so sorry."
Oh,
I
yeah,
read it and I knew his fell off.
I've got it blanked out, haven't I? That's why I didn't see it. So we are 56 laps into the race with 22 minutes to go.
Teague's kicking in now.
Teague is kicking in, is it?
My coccyx is sore.
I can imagine Hayden is getting quite tired because he's had... the stints for Hayden have not been fun. But have you had fun, Hayden? That's
I've really enjoyed this.
Good.
I do like the longer events. And also, where I've taken a break from racing as well, I'm actually enjoying it.
Yep.
That's a good idea there.
Now this is what I was saying earlier in the stream. Now the longer events, people that fall off or have a crash like Hayden did, you just keep racing. I mean, Hayden's now up to P19 and he was dead last, right?
I fell off.
So that goes to show, whereas we have the short 25-30 minute events that people just go, oh bollocks, I ain't racing now because I've crashed and you're not going to make up the time. So, you know, it's 20 minutes left and we've still got 24 drivers. It just shows the longer events are where it's at. And I think that is the direction that we're going to have to go down for a lot of our races. Whether we can eke it out and change sort of the Friday night ones to a 3-hour event with a driver change, that might be something cool. But it's just nailing down teams. I think it's easier if it's just you going, oh yeah, I'll race that on a Friday night, you know, with a beverage and some chocolate buttons or whatever to keep me company. But a 3-hour with a team is a little bit harder, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Hayden. Car ahead is now 40 seconds. 40 seconds to the car ahead.
I fell off.
Okay, Matt. Gap to the car ahead is 11.9 seconds.
Yep, my O-firm.
So the only battle, right, we have 24 drivers on the grid so far, or currently. The only battle we have is for P5, and that's within half a second. So that's where we'll stay.
I think P17 and P18 is pretty close.
Yeah, 0.9, they're not as close as this battle.
Yeah, what I'd love to do is to get another commentator so I can race. This is amazing.
What, the longer races?
Yeah. I'm happy to do the commentary on the shorter races, but these longer ones...
To be fair, these races, I'm happy to commentate on them.
Okay.
I just need another screen, that's what I need. I need one more screen.
How many have you got?
I've got 3, I need one more.
I've got one in my
Probably
loft.
you've
It's
got
not
another one. I was
massive.
going to say.
Well, I've got one. I've got another 27-inch spare, but it's just because I've got the up desk now. I can't put it on the wall or anything. It needs to be on a stand, and it's a
Right,
fucking
yeah.
pain in the ass to get it right.
Yeah.
Because I'd ideally have it above. I think above my 32-inch screen. Or I could have it on the. I couldn't have it on the side either. I'd have to. Or I could have it on the side of one of the other screens. I'd have to look at it, but I could do with another screen.
Yeah, I've enjoyed the hell out of this. This has been really good fun. So yeah, thanks for letting me race this.
No problem. It's just a shame. What we can't do is, for like the multi-event for the birthday bash, is we can't. The stream can't be moved to someone else, if that makes sense.
What
Like,
do you mean?
as in, we have to go offline to then switch presenter.
Oh yeah.
It'd be nice to like flick a switch and go, I'll move it over to Ryan now.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah, but can't you do what you did before and just have your screen showing? And your camera?
We could, but it'd be streaming all from Hayden's PC and the quality's crap.
Yeah.
It would just, what that would give us is, so for example, like the birthday bash, there's 3 races. I could say to Hayden, look, you built the community, you deserve to race. How about you commentate the first race, and I'll commentate the last 2? But we can't do that without bringing the stream down, which is just horrible. We'd rather have one long stream.
What we need is an actual studio. That'd be what we need.
I'd love a studio.
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Sort of what I'm building in the garage at the minute. Just for me.
Update on the cars ahead. I think I'm in the 45s. There's no way I'm catching them, but.
Okay, Hayden. Car ahead is 40.1 seconds.
Oh, okay. I've gained 3 seconds then.
Okay, Matt. Car ahead, 12.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's gone.
I think you're P8,
Oh,
Matt.
I'm
You're done.
Yeah.
I think you should be ecstatic with that. That's a 5-place increase.
Pretty good. Not what I expected. I was expecting like 15th. Double for me expectation. And it's not like I've done it because people have fallen off either.
No, you've battled through that.
Yeah.
But actually, also you've like actually quite a few people. You've used the pits.
Yeah.
Like the guy Alfio Regibus in P5. You were battling him, right? And he has used the pits to his advantage as well. He's gone from P9, I think, to P5. And he's an increase of 5 places also. So you've both used the pits perfectly.
Yeah.
Ryan Blanchet has basically stayed where he is. He's lost 1 grid place and that's it. For the last 16 minutes. You can also see, guys, for the time left is there, somewhere, here, there, just here. Just a bit more handy.
Yeah, you need to use Ryan's overlay, right? It's a lot more streamlined, it looks better.
What do you mean?
Wait, did I say that the wrong way around? Hayden used to use your overlay.
Yeah, I gathered that. Yeah, that's what I get.
What, with the way I've got the stuff across the top only, you mean?
Yeah, it looks more streamlined.
Yeah.
It's better.
There's still a few things I want to tweak and get bang on. I think it works quite
I'm starting
nicely.
to hurt now.
You've got 15 minutes.
Oh. Sophie, can you go and run a bath? Can you close that curtain, please, Sophie? You left it open.
I think it's going to be windy again.
Huh?
Oh, it's not that
Just
windy.
close it.
Breeze.
Oh, Daryl, come on, let me get the toe.
We get an Indian tomorrow. Huh? What do you mean, maybe? You said it.
We're going to the van tomorrow to get fish and chips.
I can't, Sophie. I'm racing.
Are you actually going to the van tomorrow?
My mum and Phil are there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we can't come
Why?
because we've got the dogs. We've been locked in.
Oh. My hands are really starting to hurt.
What's the setup like on that Porsche? Is it a heavy steering wheel setup or?
I'm doing a lot of steering.
You sure you're steering or whisking an egg?
And I need this. Don't laugh at me. I need shoes on with these pedals.
You need a pair of my slippers. They're fucking brilliant for racing. Right, so I'm going to do a run through the grid. Do you want me to mute or are you okay?
Yes, please.
Mute, please.
Alright, bye. So what we should do, guys, is do a quick run through of the grid as it stands now that all pit stops are complete and we only have 13 minutes left. So we have Kevin Rowlands in P1 in the Winward Racing Mercedes. I actually love that, and I can't remember if that is custom or that is in the game, but either way it looks absolutely top draw. He's 2.6 seconds ahead of Gregory Mosa from the OSR guys in the Aston Martin, who also holds the fastest lap. Dario Arizo in the... Now that sign, that's Pi, isn't it? But does that mean it's Pi Racing? I think that's a sign for Pi. Potentially, I don't know. But I think that's a sign for Pi, so it'd be Pi Racing. He's in P3. Elie Poncet, part of the OSR team, the French OSR team, in P4. Great racing by them. Alfio Regibos, Italian driver from DRE Racing team. Doing very, very well with a gain of 5 places. David Leckie has dropped 2 places from his qualifying position. Another person, by the looks of the rear of this BMW, who's part of the same team, with the little Pi symbol. Again, I'm going to assume that means Pi Racing. Might be wrong, but anyway. Vincent Kaku, part of the OSR team, in the 99 car in P7, gained 20 places. Now that was due to a pit start, however 20 place gain is amazing. Another driver who's done very, very well with a 5 place increase is Matt in the 24 car, the Amazon Parcel Ferrari. Done very, very well indeed. Reyes Gabriel Fortier, again 17 place increase, again done very, very well. Well, Kaku's had a spin, which actually puts Matt potentially into P7? Or very, very close. Does that now help Matt? It does drop the time down to 5 seconds now. Hopefully Matt doesn't take the bait and start pushing, because I think where Matt is probably ideal right now. Mr. Steven Seegers, very, very good race for him. Increase of 2 places. Again, raced very, very well. Congrats to him. Chico or Checo in the Invia Squadra course, which again I think is something French, maybe, don't know. Has actually lost 5 places since qualification, so perhaps a slight fall off or damage or something happened earlier on in the race. Ryan Blanchet in the Emile Frey Racing or the EFR Racing team car, he's dropped 1 place since qualification. Again, done very, very well. JP Belanga in the Scuderia Franco Sujo Mercedes, which is with all the tracks sprayed over the top, which I think looks awesome. Has dropped 6 places since qualification, but again, very, very well raced for him. And a Beata in the one. Now, I don't know if that means the livery or team, I don't know, but he's carrying some damage at the front of that Mercedes. He's dropped 6 places, so I'm going to guess some issue there. Martin Bull in the M Bull Por 992 GT3. I'm guessing that was possibly someone who created delivery for him, just letting the fast car through. That's quite a nice sort of, is that satin metallic paint with a gloss on the top. Looks very, very nice. He's gained a place since qualification. Vladimir Yatushak in the row race BMW Done very well, gained a place since qualification. Jakub Kakala did have that slight fall off on the start straight earlier on. In P17 dropped 3 places since qualification. Emil Nowak in P18 has gained 4 places since qualification, done very, very well indeed. Wolfgang Kuhn has stayed exactly where he was in qualification, done very, very well. Indeed, in the H&L Racing. Ferrari again, sorry we don't have your livery, probably my fault. Hayden's had a few issues, as we do know, with falling off and whatever else. It was a risk taking the Porsche around here, but he's made it work to some extent. He's only actually lost 2 places since his qualification, so he's not done too bad. Lucas Lamberti has dropped 12 places since qualification, and he's carrying a lot of damage on that Porsche. But very good racing from you, sir. Tom Jones' son, Jensen Jones, racing in the Boatley. Gained 3 places since qualification. Very good race from him in the number 4 car. I love that livery, the Aspire Racing, or the Art Team. Very, very nice with the Timberland on the side. Very well put together. The one and only Daryl, he's had a good race. He's actually gained a place since qualification, so anything plus what your qualifying position was is a plus. In the Doom Racing 296, I absolutely love that car. It looks so cool. And to round off is Marco Von. Just Marco Von. We'll leave it at that. With a very, very damaged McLaren to finish out the grid. So there we go. That is the full grid so far. Hope the drivers have enjoyed it, because I sure have. We've got 7 minutes remaining. 7 minutes. Can't wait. Let's see what happens. We need to keep our eyes on P1, P2. Now this could be almost a photo finish ending to the race. He's taken, since we started the grid, taken a chunk of a second out of the last time. So this could be very, very good ending to the race for the win. I'm back.
I'm back in P19 now. I lost a place. I'm battling him again.
Okay.
Oh, he fell off though. My tyres are gone.
So we could have a very, very spicy finish for P1.
Oh yeah.
He's down to a second behind him. He was 2.5 seconds when I started that. Started the table walkthrough. So it'd be interesting to see.
I think P20 where it's at, I just can't get past. I got overtaken, and I don't think I can get back past him.
Unlucky. We'll bring the car home. Bring the car home. That's the only thing I can suggest. I've got a busy weekend this weekend. Well, probably mainly tomorrow is trimming the grass out the front. I'm going to mulch up all the grass out the front because it looks like the Australian fucking outback. It's horrible. I want to get that done. Hopefully it doesn't piss me rain. Even if it does rain, I'm going to do it anyway because we want to around the edge where there's weed and that, we want to kill that anyway because we're going to bark it. But that's what I'm doing this weekend. I don't think we have, apart from the World Championship, we don't have any racing this weekend, do we?
You're doing Nissan's at Bathurst tomorrow night.
Is that tomorrow night?
Yeah.
I may well commentate that with you because I have never driven the Nissan and never driven Bathurst.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it. It depends on numbers.
Okay.
No!
Oh dear.
Get the car going, get in a straight line. So what have you lost? Just a single place there?
Yeah, he was going to catch me anyway.
He was going to catch you, he was faster. Fair enough, just stay where you are. You've got...
Fuck knows how he's done that though, because he's had 2 drive-throughs. That's a joke. He's either really quick or there's something going on there.
I think he's genuinely a quick driver, to be fair. I can tell you his fastest lap. Yeah, he's faster than you overall. Your tyres are probably coming to the end of their life with a 33-minute stint, I would imagine, anyway.
His tyres?
What stint is Hayden on?
Oh my god, Hayden's on a 54-minute stint. So Hayden is basically doing the World Championship race on a single set of tyres by the time this race finishes. Wow. Right, anyway, guys, in the chat, if you are in the chat, I know a lot of you are lurking from the race, so what I will do is... Oh, the big crash by the row racing BMW. What I will do is let the race finish, and then if there's any of you lurking in the chat that are driving and you have an idea for the driver of the day, please let me know. What I'll also do is I won't announce it on the stream, it will be announced in the Discord, so head over there if you want to know who wins that. Obviously it'll be announced probably maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, not sure. Either way, you'll find out from Discord. Obviously it's going to be quite apparent who is going to win the... Oh no, I've just realised that Mr. Mosa must have fallen off pushing because he's 25 seconds behind Roland's now, and with a massive amount of damage on his front bumper and bonnet. Unlucky to him. So like I say, P1 and fastest lap will win a free livery by Podium Liveries, and then the driver of the day. So it looks like at present Mr. Kevin Rowlands is going to come and win the race. There's 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Never say never. And
come on, I can catch this guy.
Mr. Mosa is going to win fastest lap. We'll see.
Right, I'm nearly a second quicker in last lap. Come on.
How are the tyres, Matt?
Oh, right, to be fair.
Okay. You've got one, possibly 2 laps.
Yeah, I've got 2 laps.
So just keep that in your mind. You're in P9. You've done very, very well. So
Come on, I can get this guy.
the guy ahead of you is pushing, and he's also got damage. So just keep that in mind. Huh?
Guy ahead of me?
No, sorry, the guy ahead of Hayden.
Oh, right.
The guy ahead of you, Voltaire, is very fast. Just stay where you are. P9 is amazing.
Come on, I can get this guy.
Very late battle for P5 here. Wow, I can't believe 2 hours has gone past like that. That's ridiculous.
To be fair, you've had a lot of battles going on, haven't you? Like this.
It has. I thought in the race it was going to be very sort of like strung out. Like as in, oh, there's not a lot of battles now, but there's always been a battle. Always, the whole race, 2 hours. There's always been orange on the screen to show me that there's a battle going on.
Come on, I'm quicker than this guy. 2 laps to go. Oh, hang on, where's the leader?
He's going
The
on the final
leader-
lap now.
He's about to come. Is he about to? So he is halfway round. So this
This is the last lap then.
will be the last lap. So what I'll do is I will come back to him in a moment. We will ride on board with him on the last lap, unless we have a really, really close battle for P5, as I said. Because there is nothing currently on the board. Hayden, you are only 1.5 behind this guy.
Not anymore, I'm not.
I can tell you're struggling in that car. That doesn't look very happy with them tyres, that, at all.
Bollocks!
I like that livery.
What's that?
I like that livery.
What, Hayden's Porsche?
Yeah.
That took me 10 minutes to make that. I just wanted a build time like for him to use in the race. I need to do U1 as well, really. And the leader has finished. I completely apologise. I was trying to keep on with the battle with Hayden and obviously those guys, but the leader has finished. Mr. Kevin Rowlands.
And leader was on last lap.
Did it not?
It doesn't. It doesn't when the time is like that.
No, it wouldn't have done. No. Mr. Dario in for third. Ellie Ponset fourth. And we got a little bit of a wait for Alfio de Regibus in for fifth.
20th.
Very well done, sir. David in for sixth. Vincent Kaku is coming around the
Matt, where are you?
last corner. In
last.
for seventh.
I'm at the bottom.
Don't hit me.
Just gonna try and get a picture.
Mr. Rez Gabriel Fortea in eighth. Very well done to you, sir. Matt's coming in around the last corner now in the Amazon Parcel Ferrari. In for ninth. Nearly fell off at the last moment then. I would have been raging. Oh, okay. Mr. Chico in 10th. I can sometimes now it's hard because a lot of people are finishing because of their difference in laps. But very well done to everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, the driver of the day will be announced in Discord after other people have spoken.
My car is filthy.
Dario Dar, thank you very much, buddy. I hope you enjoyed it. You did very, very well indeed, sir. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm just going to try and save some of the replay at least. And the highlights. There we go.
Yeah, I've got those saved, so yeah, I'll get those. They'll be uploaded to YouTube. They'll be recorded now and then uploaded to YouTube. For tomorrow morning.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's that, guys. Like I say, it seems that Mr. Gregory, something maybe, can't remember. Mr. Mosa, let's just call him that, or her, him, them, that, is going to win a livery for the fastest lap. Mr. Kevin Rowlands is going to win a livery for the win, and then we will pick the driver of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. We finished the race with 24 out of the 27 started, which is very,
really
very good.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for joining. Again, hope you guys enjoyed it as much as definitely I did. It was very, very fun, to be fair. Like I say, there was always a battle. Alda TTV, thank you very much, buddy, and thank you for racing. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Make sure you head over to our Discord. Check our sim grid because we've got loads of events going on all the time. New events coming up, new events added. Like I see, always a fun time. That's what we sort of try and strive on is the fun rather than anything else. And really do hope you enjoyed it because I definitely did. So we'll finish up there, guys. Thank you very much. Anything else you two want to add before I wrap up?
No, just thank you very much.
Great racing. I had some really good battles there and really enjoyed it, so thank you.
Yeah, drop a like on the video, guys. Let's get as many likes in the video as we can. Thank you very much, everyone.
Cheers, guys. And we'll speak to you later on.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I can me miras in your eyes, I see no lies. The party is on the high.